Well, welcome back to the Journey to Jerusalem on Tuesday of this fourth week of Lent. This week has been a week of tasting the confrontation between Jesus and the scribes and the Pharisees. And yesterday, as we looked at this beautiful challenge to us to let go of our boxes, to let go of our compartmentalized lifestyles, Jesus is really asking us to come out of ourselves and to give our whole hearts to Him. The journey to Jerusalem continues, and we pick it up in Luke 13:22. It says that He went on His way through towns and villages, teaching and journeying toward Jerusalem. As He continues, I think it's safe to say that the rumor of His, you might say, confrontational Sabbath healing preceded Him through towns and villages, as we read in Luke 13. His journey has come to its conclusion, and He's at dinner on Saturday night, and there at dinner in Luke 14:1 we see that the house of a ruler who belonged to the Pharisees welcomed Jesus for dinner. Continuing in Luke 14, we read that Jesus discovers a man who had dropsy. Jesus eyes this man while the Pharisees are observing him carefully, looking to confront their boxes that enslave the Pharisees. Jesus proposes a question. It is lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not? Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? Stunned, the Pharisees have no answer. For it says in Luke 14:4, they kept silent. Silent. They were silent. Jesus disregards their box and took this man, healed him, and let him go. Again, Jesus pushes the envelope as He heals on the Sabbath in the home of one of the Pharisees. Very much bearing the brunt of their surveillance, you might say. Jesus cannot be silent when they are silent. The truth of God cannot be silenced, regardless of the compartmentalized categories that have been constructed. Boxes keep life neat. Boxes give us false permission to remain silent, and we don't have to struggle. We don't have to challenge. There's no drama, there's no tension, there's no scandal. However, the mercy that Jesus has, the kind of mercy that changes the world, doesn't live in a box. Mercy is a person whose name is Jesus Christ. And when you and I fall in love with Jesus, we'll do anything for Him. We'll even surrender our boxes. We'll surrender our compartmentalized safety nets, and we'll speak about Him to other people. We'll proclaim the truth about our faith even when it's not convenient. And that's why it's important for Jesus to be detached from the rest of the world, as we've talked about. For when you and I are detached from the world, everything is determined by love, and everything's determined by Jesus. And when we're in love with Jesus, and we're standing and living in Him, we'll have the courage to be silent no more. How you doing with silence? When is it that you let go of your zeal and commitment to the gospel? And I'm just not going to say that because I don't want to offend anybody, or I'm not going to go there because maybe they don't believe in the same thing I do. Like when we're silent, our silence speaks. So it's important for us to trust the process and to go here with Jesus today and ask ourselves about silence. Is it driven by our boxes, our compartmentalized lifestyle, or is it driven by our desire to pacify people, which is what we talked about Sunday? Let's have the courage to not be silent. For your prayer today, I would encourage you to pray with Luke chapter 14, 1 to 6. Just be with Jesus in the home of the Pharisee. Again, kind of close your eyes, jump in the scene there. They were watching him. Feel them watching you. Feel the tension. And then look at Jesus. He's not silent. And let him look at you. Listen to him. And ask him to show you when, where, and why you're silent. God bless you.